Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and I am here to do an assembly video for the new MDF Bunny Friends, or Bunny Gnome Friends, or whatever you want to call them. These are going to be sold in the store. They do not come with the release. So there are two, or I guess 4 different versions. There is a lop-eared bunny version, a bunny with the stand-up ears that will stand up. Then there is a hang tag version with the ears going up and a hang tag version with the ears going down. I'm going to make a lop bunny standing one, and I will make a tall-eared hanging tag for you today. So basically, I'm putting these together like they're almost stuffed animals. So I'm using the 12-inch dot stripe from Doodlebug in this pretty pink. And I'm using artist glue. This is from, I think, scrapbook.com. Works well. And I'm applying it to the MDF bunnies. Now, you want to use a good amount of glue and you want to weight it down in between and let it dry. Next, I'm going to assemble these little feet that were cut out of the same dot stripe in the 12-inch. And then I also used Doodlebug's Rainbow Petite Prints in the dot grid daisy stripe. And that's the grid. I'm using a purple grid with the pink bunny. So he'll have little purple toe beans and a purple tummy. You know, you get the gist. Okay, so I'm just making sure it's stuck down well. And then I'm going to get going on the little ears. So I'm going to use my reverse tweezers and I will put together the ears. These are super cute. Remember that you can dress these up any way that you like. All the gnome accessories work pretty much with these bunny rabbits. So that's lots of fun. And this is just a way to stretch the use for these bunnies. You know, not only can you make cards and scrapbook albums, now you can make, you know, these little guys that stand up. Perfect little Easter decorations to go on your tiered trays. Or let's be honest, you can dress him up like a leprechaun, and he could be on your tiered tray or your St. Patrick's Day decor or your Valentine's Day, whatever you want. Okay, so he's got that purple grid from Doodlebug in his ears, and then we're going to add his face next. And you want to be, you know, generous enough with the glue. You don't want it oozing out, but you also don't want to be skimpy with it. There we go, weight it down in between. Now next, we have a little bunny tail, and I'm going to put that on the back of the MDF. It just looks like it's nice and far away like a tail would be. Now his little tummy is also from that dot grid daisy stripe from Doodlebug, and we're going to line that up for his tummy. Isn't he cute? He's like a little stuffed animal. He's going to have a little purple nose. I'm also using my Nuvo glue with the tiny tip, you know, for the little stuff. And I'm going to add his little nose on. There we go. I'm just going to get it lined up. Isn't he cute? Just too cute. And I'm going to have his little paws on the ready there. And we are going to pop up. Actually, you know what? I'm gluing his feet flat this time. But a lot of times I'll use Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. You could certainly use those. But we'll have his feet flat. Isn't he cute? Just too cute. Just making sure it's glued down in the right spot. There we go. And I do weight that down. Now I'm going to be using the Gnome Dies Easter Add Ons, and I'm going to give them a little egg to hold, cut out of Paper Trank white cardstock. And then this is Doodlebug's cardstock in Dolphin. And I cut out, you know, the pattern piece with the dolphin, and then I'm layering it onto the white. And I do weight it down. And then I'm going to fill in the relief pieces with the dot stripe, the 12-inch dot stripe, the same as the pink, but in the yellow. And I'm just going to fill in these little relief pieces with my Nuvo glue. And I'm using this, like I said, the dot stripe and the yellow from Doodlebug, because I think the yellow and the teal look great together. And it kind of contrasts with the pink bunny rabbit, right? There we go. And then that way it'll stand out on his little tummy when he's holding this little egg, right? So you could use any of the gnome accessories. They'll all work with this bunny rabbit. Now I'm going to stick it down on my paper tray ink white base. This is just going to give me another layer, make it a little bit thicker, and I'll weight that down. And then I'm going to use the 2 little pink bunny paws, cut of that same dot stripe and the 12-inch and the pink from Doodlebug. There we go. And then I'm going to add the little tiny paws. There we go. Isn't that cute? And then now he can be holding, isn't he the sweetest? I'm going to pull out these Doodlebug, what are they called? They are called Shape Sprinkles, an eye for an eye, I think they're called. And they're just little black enamel dots. I'm going to pull out that R21 Copic marker, give him some pink cheeks. Then I'll use the 0 just to blend out around the edges a little bit. Makes it fade into the background a little bit on the edges. I'm going to use some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals to pop up this super cute little egg. Remember, we don't have to ship him in an envelope, right? So he can be as dimensional as you want, and he will look super cute on a tiered tray, right? So, you know, if you decorate tiered trays for the holidays, these would be so cute. There we go. And then look at now, there's the little bunny. Oh, actually, I'm going to add his little Sakura white jelly roll pen in number 10, little freckles first to his cheeks. I don't want to be doing that around the egg. There you have it. And then I'll add my little egg. I'm going to tilt it off to the side so you can somewhat see his little belly. And isn't he cute? And now he can stand up. Look at, well, you can't really see it at that angle, but he can stand up. So, you know, watch at the end of the video. Next, I'm going to make a little tag. And you saw that I am using Doodlebug's Gnome Dies Candy Charm add-ons, and I'm using the Build-A-Booth Alphabet set. And I'm going to put together this little tag. Now, this could be used on a gift bag. This could be used, you know, hung anywhere. But what would be really cool is to hang this from a basket. And you could put someone's initial on it, which is what I'm doing. And it would be kind of like a stocking tag, but it'll be a tag for your Easter basket. Wouldn't that be cute? So I'm just going to layer on these 2 little ears first on this MDF. Next, I'm going to add on his little body. And I'm using this artist glue from scrapbook.com. It's working really well. So I'm just going to layer his little body on. So this one's like going to look like a yellow stuffed bunny rabbit. So cute. I just think this is an adorable idea. And, you know, if you're buying these little, what are they called? Gnome Bunny Friends. I'm losing track of what the heck they're called. Gnome Friends Bunny. If you're buying the Gnome Friends Bunny, you might as well get some of these MDF critters with it. And you could, you know, make some standing bunnies, some tag bunnies. These would be fun for kids to make as well, don't you think? And remember, you can have these bunnies holding anything. So you could make a Christmas tag with this bunny if you wanted to, right? He could be holding a gift for Christmas, or a wreath, or a snowflake, or whatever you want. Okay, so I already actually glued the interior to the ears down, and I'm just gluing the little feet together and weighting them down, just like I did with the other one. So lining them up and getting them in place, using my reverse tweezers and that glue again. And like I said, I do weight them down. There we go. So I'm like doing the exact same thing, right? But this guy has his little ears sticking up, and this guy is a tag. So now I'm going to add his blue little tummy down. I use that rainbow petite prints in the gingham linen. So he's going to be just as cute. I will pop up his feet with some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals this time. Remember, you can use dimensionals. You don't have to, but you can. There we go. And isn't he cute? I just think he's adorable. He's got a little blue nose. And I'm just going to use some of that artist glue and a bamboo skewer just to dab some glue on there where his nose is. And I will stick that on if I can get a hold of it. I'm going to use my Studio Cat embellishment wand for that. There we go. Now there are eyes that you could use for the bunny. I'm going to use those shape sprinkles in the eye, called an eye for an eye from Doodlebug for that. But, you know, you could use whatever you want. Now I'm going to put together the candy charms and banners. The Gnome Dies Candy Charms Add-ons. Sorry, guys. Gnome Dies Candy Charms Add-ons. Cut out of paper tray ink, white cardstock, then this purple cardstock from the Dot Grid Daisy Stripe from the Rainbow Petite Prints. I will weight it down. And then I cut out the letter A from paper tray ink, white cardstock. That is the Build-A-Booth Alphabet Add Ons. So I'm going to have this tag you know, sort of designated as A. So if you hang it like on an Easter basket, you know it's for somebody with the name that starts with an A. There we go. Sort of like a stocking tag, but for a basket, right? And I'll weight that down. And then I will pop up his little paws with some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, just the miniature ones. And I'm using the cute little yellow paws. There we go. And isn't that cute? And then I will pop that down on this adorable little bunny with some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals again. Just because, you know, why not, right? We like a little dimension, especially when we don't have to put it in the mail, right? Oh, isn't he cute? Okay, so we're going to finish him off here. And I'm going to use, like I said, these are called an eye for an eye from Doodlebug. They're just little black enamel dots. Isn't that cute? I just use a pen blade to pick it up. I'm pulling out that Copic marker in R21 again, and I'm going to give him some pink cheeks. And then I'll use a Copic Zero blender to kind of, you know, blend the edges a little bit so it kind of sinks into the cardstock. So it's not so obvious. I'm going to give him some little buck teeth out of paper tray ink white cardstock using my Studio Cat embellishment wand. And there he is. Isn't he sweet? I'm pulling out my Secure White Jelly Roll pen in a number 10 to add a few little freckles, because why not, right? Don't bunnies have freckles and pink cheeks? I think they all do. Now this is some trendy twine in like a craft color from, like I said, Trendy Twine. I don't know if it's still in business, and I doubled it up and so it's, you know, nice and thick, and I'll trim off the overhang there, or the knot, so we have a fast little tag. Isn't that cute? So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog, be inspired by the team. The Jaded Blossom store to get your hands on these amazing MDF bunnies. They're so cute. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.